Day 17. Simple personal assistant using Python speech libraries. Let's build a simple personal assistant today in Python that can listen to voice commands, perform basic tasks like searching the web, checking the time, or greeting the user, and respond with audio feedback. We'll use the speech recognition library to recognize speech and the Python, which is pyttsx3 library, to synthesize speech for responses. To start, let me create a file day17.py, which is already there. Next, I will open terminal and create the Python environment. So I'm going to say Python -m virtual environment, and I'm going to call it speech environment. The reason I'm creating an environment is because I'm going to install some libraries, and I don't want it for the entire machine, just for this environment. So I'm going to say source speech environment /bin /activate. Now, once I've activated, I'm in the right file. I have the D17. Here, I'm going to install some libraries. One is pip install speech recognition, which, as I mentioned, is for speech recognition, so we can speak and it will recognize our speech. And next, for speech synthesization, so it can kind of talk back to us, I'm going to use pyttsx3 library that comes with Python. It will take a few seconds to install, but once it's installed, you can go ahead, clear it out. And now I have to do the next step. So now I have the libraries available. Let's go write the code. So first thing is importing the necessary libraries. I'm going to write the pip commands here too, just so that you have it. One is pip install speech recognition. The second one was pip install pyttsx3. So that's there. Now let's go start with the code. First, let's import the speech recognition SR used for converting spoken words to text using Google's speech recognition API. That's what it uses. Next, we'll import the pyttsx3 used for speech, text to speech, allowing the assistant to respond vocally. Now, next is date time, provides date and time information, because one of the questions that I'm going to ask is about date time. Also, I'll try to open the browser. So I'm going to import the web browser, which is used to open web browser for performing searches. So user can say, oh, search for something, and it will open a new window. And OS allows the assistant to run system commands like opening Notepad or calculator or any other tools that you have. So first, let's go ahead and initialize the speech engine for text to speech. I'm going to say engine equal to pyttsx3.init. That's the command that you'll write. Next, what I need to do is write a function to make the assistant speak. So for that, I'll say function speak, and it will have a text assigned to it. I'll say engine dot say the text and engine dot run and wait. So that's so speak. This function takes the string input text and speaks it out loud using the initialized speech engine that we initialized on line number 11. Next thing is taking the command. So function to take a voice command from the user. For this, I'm going to create a function take command. I'll say recognizer is equal to sr dot recognizer. This will recognize the voice, which is part of our speech recognition library. With sr dot microphone as source, so I'm saying use the microphone as source. I'm going to then set listening, so it will show up in my terminal saying the computer is listening to me. Recognize dot adjust for ambient noise like background noise and stuff, so adjust for background noise to improve like recognition. Next, I will have audio equal to recognizer.listen to the source, where I will save the audio. And then I'll write some error handling here with try catch. Recognizing, I'm going to say recognizer.recognize Google audio. So I'm going to call that function Google API with the audio and see if I can understand what it's saying. And I'm going to print it out. And whatever the command was, let's display it just to confirm that we got the right message. If it's unknown value, I'll say sorry, I did not understand that. If it's something that we didn't understand, that's what we'll print out. So this command, this function kind of listens to the user's voice using the microphone, converts the audio to text using Google speech recognition, and returns the text command in lowercase back to us. So that's what it does. And here, as I if this is unknown value, I will say none. If it's a request error, there was a network error, then I'm going to say return none in that case. If everything works out fine, I'm going to say command dot lowercase. So that's where I am returning back. Whatever command it converted from speech to text will be returned back. Our next function will be the respond function. This function handles the assistant's responses based on the user's command. So I'm going to create this and pass the command to it. And here I'm checking if hello in the command or hi in the command. If there is this text inside this command, I want to say hello, how can I assist you today? That's the basic greeting that is given. If there is time in the command, I will say current time, I'll get the time and then convert that and ask it to speak the current time is whatever the time that is currently. Next, search in command. If there is a text search in the command, for example, I say search for current elections, and it will, what it will do is it will speak out what would you like to search for. So as I already said, it's gonna go ahead and ask again. So I can just say search, and it will say, okay, what do you like to search for? And I can say search for current elections, and it will write that query, run that, and then again search, and then say searching for whatever it is. Open the web browser. So we have imported that. It will open the web browser and then call google.com search and query and pass the query that you asked for it to search. So that's what it does. If I say open in my command, it will, and the command has Safari in there, it will open Safari. If so that is done by os.system open dash a Safari. On Windows, you have Windows commands for opening different applications. This is how you open a Safari browser inside a Mac computer. Calculator, opening calculator, I can say open -a calculator. Now you can look at all these different command line commands and just use them instead of this if you want to, but I'm just showing you two examples of how to open a Safari and calculator. If the user says bye or exit or quit, then I'll say the assistant will say goodbye, have a great day, and will quit out of the loop. So that's what we do in this particular command. And finally, if none of them is recognized, it will say, I'm sorry, I do not know the command. Finally, let's call this main function to run the assistant, which is run assistant. Now this function initiates the assistant by speaking a greeting and then continuously listening for commands. Now each command is processed using the previous respond function. That's what it does. So it says, hello, I am your assistant. How can I help you? And while that's true, I'm going to constantly take the command. I'm going to respond to the command, and that's what this function does. Now finally, to start the assistant, I'm going to just say run assistant, and this will run our entire application. So again, to start off, run assistant, it will run this and say, hello, I'm your assistant, how can I help you? And then it will constantly run through my commands, take the commands until I say bye, exit, or quit. So let's try this out, all these different commands that I've given. So let's go ahead and test it out. So first I am going to say here python day17.py. It's going to open and start running. So I'll be prepared to.
Hello, I am your assistant. How can I help you?
Hello, assistant.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
What time is it?
The current time is 4:24 p.m.
Search. Search. Let's do a search.
What would you like to search for?
Current weather.
Searching for current weather.
And it opens a new browser here with the current weather as the argument. Of course, it's still listening. Open calculator.
Opening calculator.
And calculator is opened.
Opening calculator.
Open Safari.
Opening Safari.
And opens a Safari browser. Bye.
Opening Safari.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a great day.
Perfect. Thank you. So that's how the personal assistant is not the perfect out there, but you got an idea of how to create a personal assistant using our Python speech libraries in a simple video. So if you had problems or have any questions about this project or this particular day, let me know and I'll get back to you.